Alright, Pinheads Facebookers, by request, I'll pop a couple of videos up throughout the process of the re-decal of my first cabinet. I've had cabinets re-decal, but I've never done it myself, so it'll be an interesting process, and I hope it works out at the end. My Guns N' Roses that I got, I guess, maybe 4, 5, 6 years ago, was dinged right up. It was really beaten up, and I began doing a little bit of fill work, but I've used the wrong stuff, so I need to pull this out, which won't be too hard because it's too soft. I mean, it's for, you don't even want to know. So we'll gouge all that back out and then refill it with the right stuff. And you can see, some cabinets you can touch up, other cabinets you go, thank God they redid the decals. Now this was screen printed onto the timber, obviously. So any of these gouges and dings, it'd be something else to try. I don't think this is touch-upable. And I don't know where the cabinet's been stored either. It's come from some storage warehouse after its life on the road in Italy. The back glass had bird poo on it. I guess it was in somewhere it's been exposed to the elements somewhat. So you can just see, this is just a disaster. So the decals that were re-screen printed, and that's a really cool thing. You don't find screen printed decals very often these days. But the Guns N' Roses decals were screen printed by the Phoenix Arcade in the States. So they're rolled up and ready to go. But we've got some work to do before we bang those on. You can see obviously just the corners. A lot of the corners are going to need full rebuilds. I just got off the phone with Nino from Australian Pinball Restorations in Melbourne. His advice earlier this morning was the builder's bog. We'll look at hairline cracks and different bits and pieces throughout the process. He advises other stuff for that, but we'll go through that when we get to it. But this is the gear, obviously, for these sorts of disaster zones. And we'll just need to obviously prep all this. And then we've got some serious sanding to do, inside and out. We've pulled out the ground braid and the whole bit, so it's as empty as it's going to get. And let's hope it's not a disaster and embarrassment at the end. I'll just keep posting these as we go along.